Chally, it must be especially pleasing tonight, given that away wins have been a bit harder to come by tonight, and your side had to dig in the second half there to bring those 3 points home.
We did, especially the first sort of 10-15 minutes. We'd spoken at half time. After the goal we scored, we didn't really keep the ball well enough. It was a tough pitch, really lively. Almost like playing on a frozen pitch a little bit because of the firmness of it and the fact that it had been watered, which made it a really lively game, and technically you had to be really good. We weren't our best by any stretch, but like I said, we dug in, we changed our shape in the second half and got a foothold, and although we spoke at half time about going and trying to get that second goal, we had to, like I say, weather a storm, which we did brilliantly. And like I say, if I'm being critical of us, that we've been in that position at half time a number of times before, especially away from home, and we've gone out and tried to defend the lead and not been able to do that. I wanted to try and be positive and like I say, try and go and get another goal. But as it turns out, like I say, we've defended really well, and a 1-0 result's massive for us.
In terms of the positives from tonight, obviously after the last game you said Nick Horton's now on 1-1 for me. He's now in 2-2 in spectacular fashion. What did you make of his goal tonight and indeed his overall performance? We've
got players up the top end of the pitch who are match winners for us, and we play like that. I suppose at times they can be frustrating because they're encouraged to try things. Sometimes things won't come off. If I look back over the course of the time Nick's been here, he's probably at 50 shots like that. And that's maybe the second one that's gone in. So it was only a matter of time. And like I say, with the attacking threats we have, you always know there's a match winner there for us. And like I say, we need one of them to step up tonight, which he has. I think it wasn't really a game where we were at our fluent best, but the work rate of I suppose. You may look at them as our flair players. For me, epitomised our performance tonight. I've been, like I say, critical and not critical, but I get frustrated with what they give us out of possession. I thought, listen, Rowie will be disappointed. He is disappointed because he likes to score and he wants to score and he thinks that's his job. But I thought although he didn't score for us, led the line unbelievably well. Worked his socks off, and sometimes you're not going to have good games or chances aren't going to fall to you, but it's for the good of the team. Like I say, I thought the ones at the top end of the pitch, we asked Bradders to go and do a job at wing back when we changed a little bit, and a lot of that was in a defensive mode and having to chase their wing back, which he like I say, did brilliantly. So tonight wasn't about brilliant football, it was about the work rate and the desire to hold on and get a result, and you have to do that, especially on Tuesday nights after, I suppose, the elation of an open game on Saturday. It's always difficult on a Tuesday, coming a long way against a team that, in fairness, I thought they were a credit to their manager and a credit to themselves, because everyone knows about the issues and problems they had off the pitch. But they've kept going, and like I say, they're a credit to themselves, their families, because of the way they've got on with it in really difficult circumstances. And like I say, we've had to match that tonight and come out with a massive 3 points for us.
In terms of the bigger picture, obviously that takes us up to 4th place now. Realistically, looking at the run-in, how high can expectations be in terms of, is automatic promotion still on the cards, or is it just a case of finishing as high as possible now?
I don't think it is for us, if I'm honest. Like I say, the only real team that we can affect is Salford, in the fact that we play them, but we're then reliant on them dropping points elsewhere as well. It could happen, but I'm a realistic looking at it. No, I'm not. As I said, before Saturday's game and after Saturday's game, we need another 3 points, puts us in the playoffs for certain. Again, you're potentially reliant on goal difference, but I'd have taken 4 points out of these two tough away trips. We've got 3, so we're ahead of the game. We can go now to Braintree and try and pick up another 3. That 3 of them should secure us in there, and the last 3 games are, like I say, are a free hit. We'll go and try and win them. And maybe in them last 3 we can potentially then look at what other teams are potentially doing and where where we may be able to finish, but like I say, it's about finishing as high as we can, and the only thing we can control in that is our results and our performances. So we've just got to focus on them and see where that takes us.